Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards. So the first card that we have is the Nine of Cups, and we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. We do have water sign energy, so Cancer, Pisces, even Scorpio. And we also have fire sign energy, for us to be dealing with Sagittarius, Leo, or even Aries. And we've got the Three of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we do have the World card. So the World card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience a connection, really getting to a place where it feels more so fulfilling. You are getting a lot out of this connection with somebody, whether it is on an emotional level, what you're getting out of this connection. But I also feel that there is a sense of being able to experience a purposeful kind of a connection, being able to see how it's also serving you. With the World card showing up over here, this does feel like pretty positive energy of being able to feel a sense of accomplishment from a connection and feeling how it's actually serving you. I do feel like with this World card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to actually learn lessons and kind of breaking a cycle that you no longer want to repeat, or is not necessary for being able to repeat within a connection as well. So I do feel like there's an energy of being ready to experience what's next and being able to take the next step and enter into the next phase of where life can take you. And I do feel like you're ready for that. With the Nine of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space of feeling emotional contentment. I do feel like with this Nine of Cups showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being in a space of, again, feeling quite satisfied. And I do feel like when it comes to the way somebody that you may be in a connection with could be feeling about you, I do feel like this person's happy. This person feels satisfied with your connection. They, on an emotional level, they feel fulfilled as well. But also feel this person feels like it's bringing out the best in them, and they are seeing the best in you as well when it comes to your connection with them. And with the Nine of Cups showing up over here, this again feels like an energy of being close to reaching a point where you feel like you're ready for what's next and being open to being able to take that next step within a connection with somebody. I do feel like with this Nine of Cups and that feeling that comes with it, this person actually feels like they are looking at this connection with you as even a wish fulfillment. There is something about this connection that does bring them something that they perhaps never knew they could have or find, that they find with you. And I do feel like with this Nine of Wands showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of being at the end of the journey, of a long, burdensome journey, of being able to get to a space of being ready to connect in a way that is no longer going to feel heavy. I do feel like that heaviness is something that is no longer going to be affecting you, especially with the World card. This feels like breaking some kind of a cycle that is no longer serving you, being in a space where you're ready to embrace a new way of connecting as well. I do feel like with the Ten of Wands showing up in the reverse, this feels like a pretty open energy to support. So I feel like the support is there, and I feel like it's available to you in a lot of ways within a connection. Especially if I do feel like this is especially if there was a feeling of one-sidedness or feeling like you're carrying the load, be that an emotional load or even just as far as being in the space where it just felt like things were quite heavy within a connection with someone. I do feel like with the Ten of Wands showing up in the reverse, it feels like an energy of an opportunity to be able to address that and actually see the change of that. I do feel that with this Ten of Wands showing up in the reverse, you may actually feel this connection as being one that's quite supportive, and that's something that stands out to you. And I do feel like when it comes to even just looking back in your on your journey, it does feel like it is one that's quite significant, maybe something different or something that you're not used to. But I do feel like this connection is one that also serves you in a lot of ways that feels like it's supportive, and I feel like it's supportive of your growth. And with the Three of Wands showing up over here, This feels like an energy of being in a space of waiting. Do you feel like being in a space of waiting on someone? And with this three of wands showing up over here, do you feel like there's an energy of being in a space of being very patient with a waiting situation? It could be distance, or they could just be a sense of being in a space where it's like you're waiting on being able to experience the best of a situation. And I do feel like with this three of wands, this is a pretty successful energy when it comes to your patience also being something that is getting recognized, getting rewarded as well. I do feel like with this three of wands showing up over here, there could be distance, but I also feel there could be travel with that. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Star card, and we have some Aquarius energy with the Star. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. We've got the Judgment card, and we have the Three of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this Five of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually experience what feels like being able to experience either healing or being able to experience a situation, being able to experience a turnaround. I do feel that with this Five of Pentacles in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of having had experience, somebody kind of giving the impression that they were turning your back on you, coming back. And I do feel like also making that wrong right between the two of you. But I also feel with the Five of Pentacles, this may also be affecting your professional life as far as your money and your finances and your career. I do feel like with this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like the worst being behind you. So I do feel like being able to experience the building up of anything that may have felt like it was lost or was about to be. I do feel like with this Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of support. I do feel like with this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being in a space where it's like people are quite supportive on your journey, especially at this point. And I do feel like you are also open to that within where you are within this journey. This is this receptive energy as well. But with the Star card, this feels like a very hopeful energy. I do feel like this is also a sense of somebody being in a space where they're holding on to hope when it comes to your connection. I do feel like this person, they could be at a distance from you with that Three of Wands. I feel like this person misses you quite dearly. I do feel like this person is even in a space of longing for you. And there's something about this connection that has a hold on this person with that Nine of Cups. They don't want to lose it and they don't want to jeopardize it. I do feel like they're quite hopeful about a situation of being able to experience this connection in its fullest. And I do feel that with the Star card, this is about being able to look at things from a positive outlook. So they're looking at you and your situation and your connection with hopefulness, but also they're looking at it from a positive lens. I do feel like with the Judgment card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of a desire for being able to have a second chance. You may want to have a second chance with somebody, or somebody may want to have a second chance with you. With the Ten of Wands showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being able to experience an end of one way of doing things, or even an end of a cycle within a connection where it feels like things had been going round in circles. With the Judgment card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of a desire for a renewal of second chance within a connection. And I do feel like this time would be different with the Judgment card over here, because it feels like an awakening. This feels like actually being in a space where there has been some kind of a renewed sense of way of looking at things. So I do feel like there is that energy of being in a space where I do feel like someone's mindset has been renewed as well. But with the Eight of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of hearing from somebody. I feel there's also communication. And I do feel like when it comes to being in a space of waiting on somebody, this person is going to, I do feel like it's even going to be a bit unexpected or surprising when they do reach out. I feel like they're going to be saying a lot for that for that reason. It feels like it is something that is unexpected. It's definitely going to get your attention. But I do feel like with this Eight of Wands, this feels like a pretty exciting energy as well. So they could actually be trying to communicate to you with intention of being able to do something exciting within your connection, but they're definitely going to be taking action. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have trust. We've got engagement. And we've got romantic feelings. So the trust card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space of kind of holding on. I also feel that with the star card, this really also feels like having a lot of faith and hopeful energy towards the future as well as towards just the connection. And I do feel like when it comes to being in a space where this person is putting a lot of trust into things working out and things leading to a certain outcome that feels very favorable, I do feel like they are quite hopeful. I also feel that with the trust card showing up over here, as far as their feelings towards you, this person has a lot of trust in you, and I also feel in this connection with you. I do feel like with the engagement card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to experience a closer type of a bond. And I do feel like also being in a space where somebody may be actually making a promise to you. Once you get with the Judgment card, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where somebody may actually be placing a condition. You may be wanting to see something from somebody, but I do feel like this person may be promising that they can do it, or they are making a promise to you. And I do feel like they have every intention of keeping it. With the engagement card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of somebody wanting to be able to actually take your commitment to the next level. And also when it comes to your partnership, taking it to the next level. I do feel like this also could be some of you even getting proposed to with the engagement card. But I do definitely feel like it's a pretty solid offer. And with the romantic feelings card showing up over here, I definitely feel like the connection is one that's rooted in something genuine, as far as even the feelings towards you, as well as even having a lot of trust in you. I do feel like with the romantic feelings card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being in a space of being open to being able to explore being able to explore those romantic feelings with you would feel like or lead to. And with the World card showing up over here, this does feel like taking the next step into the next level within a connection. I do feel like there is a sense of being able to experience things happening in a unique way, different way, especially with that World card showing up over here. It feels like a level up. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.